so that we can, they're not all young. There's Jay Fresh, by the way. We didn't draft him, but Detroit drafted him.
The Dolphins.
And I'm about to snag him up. Jay Fresh, welcome to Miami. You're under GM Johnny now. All right, I'm gonna make sure I take care of you. I'm gonna feed you the ball. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the channel. My name is MetroJohnny, and I think it's time that we just take a minute to talk about Madden and its future here on my channel. I'm not gonna lie, Madden 25 is bad. I don't enjoy it, and I'm not enjoying playing it. I'm not enjoying making the content on it. And it sucks because I love making football content and all that kind of stuff and rebuilding teams. And with that being said, I am enjoying the college football 25. So we're moving over to Madden 18. And the series that we have with the Seattle Seahawks is coming to an end, of course. I put that in the title of the video. But I don't want to obviously stop bringing football content. And when it comes to, the Mads we have available here on the PS5, the best one, in my personal opinion, the one I enjoy the most is Madden 18. And though this may lack, depth that we've seen from older Maddens, it does give us physics-based tackling and gameplay and broadcast style, angles. It introduces the fields, the players, just like you see on TV, so much better than Madden 25 and all the Maddens that came after this Madden. They've went backwards for sure when it comes to trying to get this game to feel like an actual broadcast from that standpoint. And just overall physics are completely gone now. It's just all animations. Now this game of course has animations, but it is got physics in it. You're not going to see the same type of tackles all the time. And don't worry, I've added, of course, all the players that were drafted from the series that we were having on Madden 25. They're over on this series right here. You'll see I've put some names in there, modern names, some Hall of Famers that I personally like, and I decided, I want to do a fantasy draft, just mix up the whole league completely. I am taking over the Miami Dolphins. I'm sorry, Seattle, I failed you again. Maybe your GM in the future for this series will be better. I don't know, but the Seattle curse continues. I'm taking over my favorite team. It's been a long time. The last time I took this team over was Madden 2020. Before my, subscriber league ever was about, I did a franchise with the Dolphins, won one Super Bowl with them, and I haven't shown them enough love here on my channel. This is my favorite team. So, that, of course, I've decided to go with the Miami Dolphins for this series. And yeah, we got the subscribers in here that were drafted. Now, what's going to be unique about this is we are going to be taking over the players that are from our college football series will be in this series. So as you see those kids graduate from the college football 25 series with our LT Jazz, you're going to see them put into the draft classes here. So though this may lack depth as far as scouting and whatnot goes, though let's be honest, the modern Maddens lack depth as well. I mean, there really is no escaping that, right? In any Madden game, our Madden draft classes will have depth because they're going to come from an actual, starting point of college. Like, we're going to get to see these players, play in college in our college football 25 series. So it'll liven up the draft classes. As you see here, I'm really thinking about taking Gibbs. He's the better player, but I kind of like Jake Turcotte, you know. He's a subscriber, and he was really good in Houston. That's where he got drafted. I have a chance to steal him, but I don't know. Jamari Gibbs is very enticing, but not gonna lie, kind of biased, right, to my subscribers. Maybe I'll snag them up. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, see, you got guys like there, like Jerry Rice. One thing, and this is the biggest thing. So subscribers are in here from the Seattle series. Modern day players are in here from the Seattle series. College Football 25 players are going to be in here and be in the drafts to come. The ones that were drafted are already in here. But most importantly, we've got all modern Hall of Famer players, subscribers, players from the College Football 25 series, all in one. We're doing a fantasy draft. We're mixing it up. And we're going to see what happens. We take Dennis Schultz. That was a guy, when I was the GM of Seattle, we drafted. And I want to keep him, right? I drafted that player. I'm going to steal him again. I'm going to draft him again a second time. He's coming to Miami. I believe in Dennis Schultz, all right? But, yeah. Anyways, this is our workaround. This is my workaround. I enjoy Madden 18. I enjoy watching the players. I enjoy watching the gameplay. And it's such an older Madden that we don't have to worry about updates breaking it. And I have a good CPU versus CPU slider set that will never change. It'll be perfect. You know, and now that we have college football, we can make the draft classes and the players come to life, right? They'll have backstories and stuff. You know, Troy Polamalu's got to come to Miami. I'm not going to pass up on Troy Polamalu, but then again, Jerome Bettis, right? So this is kind of cool in a way. You know, we have Hall of Famers, old players. We got Jamari Gibbs, right? We got the modern day players in here, and we have subscribers in here. And we're going to have the College Football 25 players in here. But guess what? I've also made all the real life players a little older, right? To match their age for what they are in real life, or make them older than what they are in real life. That way they retire sooner, and we can get our own universe in here. So yeah, you're not gonna see like the young Patrick Mahomes, the rookie Patrick Mahomes in here, even though that's what he was back in 2018. He's not that anymore. So I've edited that. I went through all of these players. That's why it's been taking some time for me to get this out, and just kind of, wanted to wrap up the Seattle Seahawks series before we rolled this episode out. But all the players have been edited, like Stephon Diggs right there's 32, Tyreek Hill's 30. These may not add up to the age they are in real life. That's not what I was going for. I just wanted them to be older so that we can, they're not all young. There's Jay Fresh, by the way. We didn't draft him, but Detroit drafted him. The Dolphins. And I'm about to snag him up. Jay Fresh, welcome to Miami. You're under GM Johnny now. All right, I'm gonna make sure I take care of you. I'm gonna feed you the ball. But yeah, so all the subscribers that were in the Seattle Seahawks series, don't worry. You're here. You're gonna be on different teams, but we're gonna go over all that. Or just make sure you pay attention to the gameplay, because I'm only gonna be talking at the beginning of these videos, and the rest is gonna be no commentary gameplays. Trying to save up on my vocals and stuff and whatnot. So hopefully you guys don't mind that. But that's gonna be it for me on the mic. Hope you guys enjoy this. If you can, if you can't, if it's not your thing, man, you're not gonna hurt my feelings. I understand, I get it. But either way, I'm gonna still be pumping out football content one way or another. And if you enjoy it, hit that like. If you don't, it's okay. But I hope you all have a great day.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Buccaneers going up against the Dolphins. The opening kick of the new season is straight ahead as we turn it over to our broadcast duo of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to rain-soaked Miami, Florida. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Miami Dolphins. Hi, everyone. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They passed the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon, and we are underway from Miami. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by a man who played his college ball for the Iowa Hawkeyes, 6'2" quarterback C.J. Beathard.
40 starts in college, came out of a pro style.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete to open things up. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's second down. And here now a look at the Dolphins' offensive unit.
I know we don't like to get totally bogged down in numbers, but Miami was 24th in offense in 2016. Should not have been a surprise, though. Brand new coaching staff, brand new offense. Took a little while to get going, but by the end of the year, they were starting to look like a really potent attack.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be third down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
False start, offense.
Well, it's a third and somewhat manageable now, not so manageable.
Exactly, because you had a play call on that you felt like, hey, this could go quick, and it doesn't take much to get it done. Now, you got to start thinking about a little bit of a deeper route type of a call, especially if you want to throw it.
And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Now, that's a great opening series defensively. You force what should be a 3-and-out on your opening possession.
And great coverage there on third down to force the incompletion to set up fourth. Now the Cemeteer man, Chris Jones, on to kick. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on second down. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 59 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Carr to throw on second down. Room here to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Into the red zone, it's Carr. To the sideline, wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him a couple on the catch, it's 2nd and 8.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Carr. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Corey Brown, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Nick Folk for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Folk out there now to kick this one off. This will be taken about the 12. Spinning away. And now running right through it. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. The tight end, Julius Thomas, the intended target. And it's 3rd and 4. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Now a play fake. Carr. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continued.
Yeah, I think back to my high school coach, John Ford. He used to say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, he'd always say, file it away, lad, file it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Did he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad,
Now a play fake here on first down. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. A handoff. Devontae Freeman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, that just looked like a lot of confusion to me at the line of scrimmage. I don't think the offense had any idea of who was coming on the blitz and who was dropping off.
Now John Ryan, 12th year in the league, on to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. An update from Buffalo. The Jets have taken the early lead over the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Carr. Over the middle here to Brown. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second down and 4. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Dolphins trail at home at halftime. The Buccaneers have looked good on the road and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, let's get it going. Here's the first half highlights. Now 1st and 10. The deep ball is on target here, and he won't be brought down until he makes it to the 28-yard line. Later on the drive, Carr is going to complete the pass, and he caps off the 7-play drive with a score as they put the first points on the board. Now 3rd and 8. Hopkins got nobody around him on the catch, and he ends up at the 14-yard line before he stopped on the play. But they end up coming away with just 3 on the drive. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Derek Carr. He is the focus of our players' spotlight. And really a solid group effort. I mean, the montage focuses on him, and rightfully so. But it's been a good job of a team to get this lead.
Oh, I'm with you totally on that. I love the observation. Offensive line and people having to protect him, they've really been in sync and been on point. How about the guys going out and catching the ball? Well, the receivers, the running backs, everyone is involved today. And what we're watching right now is really a beautiful team effort, isn't it?
Absolutely. And Carr seems to be in some pain. He's still down. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. So, boy, Derek Carr heads to the bench. And they'll turn it over to the NC State product, Mike Glennon. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Green 39! Green 39!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
On 1st down, they go with Dixon. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
They stay on the ground with Dixon. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now Glennon. This will be caught inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 1st and goal, Dixon looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and goal. Glennon. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Corey Brown. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
On for the extra point is Folk. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. Folk out there now to kick this one off. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of this?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start. And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Hang on now. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Dixon again. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Back to throw here. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times, and in this case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Red zone opportunity. Now a handoff for Dixon. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And Green with a catch left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After the made field goal, back out is Nick Folk to kick this one off. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up on the 4th and Buffalo. The Bills, they're just pouring it on in that one. Matt Ryan, 3 touchdown passes thus far. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Tampa Bay, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Miami, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we sign off from Miami.